Glad to have you with us from Malone Stadium in Monroe, Louisiana. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the UL Monroe Warhawks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline where she is keeping a close eye on some injury news that's unfolding.
Coach Ryan Day told me before the game, Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Guys, back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. And the Buckeyes kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Warhawks offense will go on the attack first. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32. All right, guys, let's take a minute and talk about the Warhawks. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Tells the play fake, lost a throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Still on his feet. Gets away from one. He's got space. Touchdown, Warhawks! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Zamir Smith, they believe he is the guy who can really give a jolt of energy to this rushing attack. Offense in a bunch formation. Headed outside, it's Smith. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Here they come trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Trying to get started. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Handoff from the shotgun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Drives inside. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive.
Here we go. Ready.
Looking to throw. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Smith takes the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. 10. Touchdown, Buckeye. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves.
And it's blocked. Now he can return this. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The give to the right. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
And the Warhawks in the hurry up. The fake wants to throw. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. Offense staying on the field, they'll hurry up on 4th down. Gotta make the play on 4th. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Great place to start for this offense. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Pass to 6. He's up to 57 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Going to the run, it's Smith. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, got a little space. Free up the gut. He's at the 40, the 20, inside the into the house. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do you. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy. It's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. From inside the 15, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. RPO complete. At the 40, there he goes. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. The Buckeyes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got him. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 2nd down now after the sack. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Rush is on. He's sacked. This defense all over it. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. On the move. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
To the back. He's got enough. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver going in motion. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Warhawks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Push it ahead. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Warhawks will hustle to the line. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it.
And it's not.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Running free. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Makes the grab in the corner.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board.
Number 98, set to kick it off.
Deep in the end zone, it's Evans. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll ride him again. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Needs it here on fourth down. On the move, he fires. Turns it on in midfield. Got a lot of room to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Warhawks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
But we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. A strike. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 2nd and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught in the backfield, it's Bailey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. They're working that left side. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Warhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. showing the arm strength to the left. There he goes. He's at the touchdown. Monroe rolled his way into the end zone. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on them.
And they fake it, the holder looking for a man. And he makes the catch off the fake. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of this drive. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And back to the air on second down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The give is to Smith. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They boot it away on fourth down. On the return. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. They're all over him. Just enough time to get off one more snap. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Back has it. Under pressure. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. Look out! Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with Cincinnati taking on the number 19 team, the Boise State Broncos. And it's the Bearcats with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Now over to your game inside Malone Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win.
Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. They'll take the penalty and move them back. On the ground with the counter. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Unloads to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Yeah, man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the third quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
Got the first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Fresh set of downs going up top. Turns it upfield. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Sells to fake. In the backfield, it's Westbrook. Turning it on. Oh, he got loose. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. They're going to run it, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Warhawks!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just barely got rid of it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The Warhawks headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Churns into the pile. Inside the 40. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Warhawks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Hits inside. It's Westbrook. Breaks into the open. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Warhawks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Touchdown, UL Monroe! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Sells to run, looking to pass. Out wide right, it's Roberts. Snags it, and there's running room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Makes a catch. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes the catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. On play action. Turns it upfield. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Rush right in his face. Right side, it's Smith. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Headed into the final period, both of these backs have been strong so far and looking to be able to finish. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. And the Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. 8th play of the drive coming up. Wants to throw again. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Welcome to college. 1st carry for the freshman. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Pulls it in. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Warhawks will snap it on first and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Westbrook. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. The Warhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Warhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Warhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. Making the adjustment on the play. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got a man in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And it looks as if they're going to try. And they fake. Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. That's caught. It's Bell. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And in this situation, Wade, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Offense lines up for a first and 10 from the 43.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
The run inside. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Wants to throw one first. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rodgers. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking downfield, it's Washington. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Here comes the heat. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Wants to keep it in the air. Floats it out in space. Could not make his way to the corner. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Well, 1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Snapped it, they'll throw to start the drive. Left side is Westbrook. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And the Warhawks just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. He's changing the play. Powers inside. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Needs it. He's brought down, but enough to move the sticks one more time and to move this game into the win column.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the...
Makes a grab and room to run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Warhawks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Tells the run, wants to pass. The big guy smells it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And what a performance in this game by the quarterback. I know there were not a lot of people that even gave this team a chance considering who they were playing, but this quarterback blocked out all the noise, David. He told us leading into this one, he felt confident in their offense's ability to score points, and he has proved all the doubters wrong.
Yeah, and confident is one thing, but to do it against a top 10 team, this is... you're a massive underdog. Like, no one was confident except for him. He carried this team, played so well, and because he believed, they were able to pull the big upset today.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the air, it's Washington. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Rush is on. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
This has been a presentation of EA.